Hey, Brian, welcome to the Z Learning Podcast. Thank you so much for being on today.
Thanks for having me, Zeb. I appreciate it.
Awesome. So, yeah, let's get right to it. Love to, first of all, I'd love to know a little bit about you and your background, how you got involved in Ardor Travels, and then please tell my listeners who don't know what Ardor Travels is all about.
Sure. Actually, Ardor Travels, I joined with Ardor at the beginning of this year. I have known them. They were a client of mine at a previous company. So I've known them for a number of years. My background in general has always been in sales. I was in the mortgage industry for 19 years, commercial real estate for 9. So I've always been out in sales, and did also 1 year in a software solution. So always been business development, always basically eat what I kill. And so in that way, for my last position, I approached some people I trusted, one of them being Ardor, looking for some opportunities that they might know people. And they said, hey, talk to us. One thing led to another, and I joined them at the beginning of this past year. So it's all worked out well.
That's excellent. Really cool. And anyone watching at home, just, things happen, have to take care of the baby, whatever. So that's why the camera's off briefly. But I'm still with you. So tell me a little bit about, Art of Travel. How does it simplify and enhance your travel or travel planning experience? And who's usually an ideal type of person to use this platform?
Right. Well, Art itself is a technology in the travel space. So it's an all inclusive reservation and expense management platform designed specifically for the small to mid sized business. So I look at it from a headcount standpoint, really, maybe 1 to 1,000 employees. So any company that has a travel budget can take advantage of a closed user group, which would offer them discounted pricing on flights, hotels, cars, even experiences, also tied to an expense management platform. So our target market, we work with industries, runs the gamut: trucking, interstate trucking companies, consulting firms, accounting firms, really anybody that has travel and wants to get a better understanding of their spend, to use technology to get some dashboards to understand where their dollars are going. So maybe they can look at the return on that travel. Are they hitting the right audiences? Do they need to do more travel or less? Really allows them to understand where they're spending those dollars. The other unique feature with our platform is it can be used as a perk or an incentive for employees, because you can use it for personal travel as well. So employees can book their personal travel on our solution. A lot of times, maybe an enterprise type solution would only allow for business travel to be booked through it, but ours allows both. So that's a unique feature that we offer.
Awesome. And I know we've talked about this in the past, but I'd love to, go over it with my listeners. Like today, with what's the state of business travel? Because I was hearing around the time of a little bit post-pandemic that, oh, the new normal, we're not going back. Companies are slashing that budget and they realize that they save so much without the travel. We're not doing it as much anymore. Would you say
It,
that's true?
I
Or
actually the statistics show that travel has actually returned to higher levels than it was before COVID. I'm always my father's always had the mantra: you can't make money behind the desk. You got to go out and see people.
that's
So
incredible. You
travel,
said more than before COVID?
yes, those have reached those levels. So in terms of that, you'll just see the increase now that companies are opening up more. There's more opportunities out there, but again, it's being strategic with that travel. Are you hitting the right audiences? So maybe it might be a shorter duration trip, or targeted conferences that they might be going to. But yeah, we've seen that activity pick up. And it's really to make the travel, the reservation, and or the whole process smoother. That's our goal. If you can take the time out of the process where someone's tasked with booking a flight, if they're going to task someone to doing it, a lot of times they're going to go back to their desk, look for the most advantageous times to fly for themselves, maybe check 2 or 3 sites. At that point, that might be 45 minutes into the journey. Well, ours says we're going to offer that discounted pricing in one location. Not only can you book the flights, the hotel, the car, eventually our roadmap has us adding restaurant reservations and golf tee times. So you can really plan your whole business trip in one location. So not only will you save time up front, but when you arrive at that location, you don't have to remember, where did I book my car through? Or did I book this hotel direct? All those things will be simplified. You'll have access into one portal. So that's really what we look to make that benefit, that to the advantage to the company. Also, as the owner of a company, you can create some caps in the system. So you can empower your staff to book their own, but maybe put a limit on the dollar spent for a hotel or the dollar spent on a flight. And once it were to exceed that on a reservation, the hierarchy, however it's set up, would be pinged for approval as to why someone's booking at that level that's above the company cap. So a lot of empowering the employees, taking this task off of maybe one admin's plate, and putting it on the individuals to book their own conveniently.
Brian, I'm so glad that business travel is making a comeback, and it sounds like your platform has the perfect solution for planning that trip, and it's great both for employers, for companies, and employees and individuals. So we're gonna of course link it up in the show notes. So I want everyone to find out about it. It'll be very useful for a lot of my listeners who are entrepreneurs, people who travel for business. But maybe you could tell us a little bit before we close out, just where they can find you, where they can learn more about Ardor Travels, and feel free to promote if there's any kind of new offer or anything else that you would like to mention.
Sure, appreciate that. Yeah, we actually just launched our updated website last week, the ardortrip.com. So people can go there to sign up for an account. One of the other things I wanted to mention, one of the unique features with it being our own technology, depending on the relationship with the client, there might be opportunities for additional revenue streams, meaning we can create a white label account. So maybe it's a business that has a clientele that comes to their site regularly for, you know, for any type of situation that they have to log into the account site, we can create a travel page for those companies. So it's an additional feature that those companies can generate some revenue, as well as being a perk for their employees. So companies can check us out at ardortrip.com. You can also reach out to me directly. It's simple. It's my name, first initial, my name, B. Helgeth at ardortravels.com. I'm happy to talk and engage with any client or any prospective customer that wants to learn more or just talk about the industry. Happy to do that.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Brian. And I know a lot of people will be looking it up, and definitely everyone should connect with Brian. Also put your LinkedIn in there. And thank you so much for doing the show today.
I do appreciate the time. Thanks so much, Seth.